Writing and beat making. We might have a one-two guest today. What we're going to be actually focusing on is please help yourself. And yeah, I gotta get this camera like on point. Yeah, so please help yourself just came out today, midnight. Um, oh yeah, so the 25th, it's the full moon. Let's get this all started and organized. So it just came out. It's the third release of March. And because of that, we're gonna look at it today. We're gonna go over all of that, all the good stuff. Okay. So if any participants happen to come in and I don't catch you while I'm doing this presentation, again, like with all the other ones, I am so sorry. I get in my flow once I start doing the presentation part. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to make a few adjustments. So I'm going to start sharing my screen and we are going to get this presentation on the road and share my screen. There we go. Perfect. So this is actually the final songwriting and beat making workshop, and for this season at least. And what we're going to be covering is please help yourself. So let's check out this here presentation. Okay. And just like the last two workshops, I am going to be playing the songs, and because I got I got the right to, yay, so sorry. But okay, so this workshop, I'm going to start from the top because I was just starting it, so perfect timing that you just got here. But so this is songwriting, beat making. We're going to be covering please help yourself. And let's take this over here. And the songs, the process, valuing the inner artist next with harmony workshops. And with valuing the inner artist, this is something that we're going to be covering the entire session today. So you're just going to be seeing that message sprinkled throughout. Okay, so this is the cover for Please Help Yourself. And okay, so imagine this. Everywhere I went one day last month, I literally saw signs for please help yourself, like to some food, please help yourself to some books, please help yourself, like, like just in the most random places. And it was always in ways that had nothing to do with each other. Like, there was even one where it was kind of like a motivational thing, and they were just like, please help yourself. So, yeah, like it is absolutely hilarious to me because it kept popping up for me. So I was just like, when it came time to naming this project, I said to myself, I really like that because please help yourself can mean so many different things. It can mean so much. Okay. So these are the three songs that are on it. And so the first song is called Wait a Minute, You Got Value. That particular song is a girls' song. I'll show you guys. That song is literally like all of us girls that have literally been in those situations. They're like a little, crazy, and the guy is like a complete jerk. And he's trying to turn you against one of your own homegirls or turn you even against yourself. And that song is literally about, you know, picking yourself or picking your homegirl above whatever that lamo said. Okay, so it's a girls song. Okay, so wait me, you got value. Okay, universal diegetic, a song about duality and uncolonizing beauty. So that is something that is like really against the European standards of beauty as well. And the song middle is a song about being torn between realms, and it's time to make a decision. So it's funny because like you'll think when listening to it and everything that it's this love song, right? Oh, she popped out. We'll see if she comes back. But I digress. You'll see that it is this love song. And the thing is what you'll actually hear is it's more so about being stuck in between two worlds, right? You don't want to be stuck in the middle of two worlds. So, what I like to cover with these workshops before I get into the songs is what is an EP versus single. Each of these workshops, you've heard me go over this, but I'm going to say each time just to kind of like really support people so we know exactly, It says EP versus single. In music, we say EP as a way of being polite, really. A single is 1 to 3 songs, and EP is 3 to 5. An album is 6 and above or 30 minutes plus of a short 5 is considered an album. But to the general audience, if you say a single, people will assume you're releasing one single song. And of course, this changes across DSP and label. And as I've said in previous workshops, when I mention this, that means when you are per, in a record label or a record deal situation, uh, make sure you find out what you're being requested to come out with. Are you being requested to come up with a certain amount of albums, a certain amount of mixtapes, compilations, singles, EPs? What do you all owe? Just released 5 projects that are less than 30 minutes. They would not consider those albums. And that would be breaching the contract, and they wouldn't be able to properly honor. And you hear a lot of artists have these arguments and everything like that, and these frustrations with record labels all the time because they're like, I worked so hard, I made this, I made that. And it's like, it's 10 songs. And then when you look at it, it's a track listing of like 28 minutes. And it's like, come on, guys, come on, let's be real. I wouldn't accept that on my label. Okay. I just posted this recently on TikTok, like a clip of this from the last workshop. It says tools and investment. So Overtune, Apple Notes, Up North Studio, mixing engineer Mike DB, and SoundCloud distribution. Like I said in the TikTok clip that I made, it's super simple. This is all I needed to create these projects. And as you can hear, quality, no pun intended. Okay. But like I said, if I see anybody's popping up throughout, I'll let you guys in. Um, yeah, I want people to know before you guys come into these chats. I always like to let people know, like, we can see your name, we can see your face, we can see all that. So if you don't want that up on YouTube, let me know ahead of time and I'll blur you out. And if that's not a problem and you don't mind being shown, that's perfectly fine as well. And to just make sure we're good on time. Okay. So moving along. I love this image. So we're going to get into the songs now, and we're going to like really explore songs. Like I said, the first one is Wait a Minute, You Got Value. The next one is going to be we got Universal Diegetic, and then the third one is Middle. My brain like is like, wait a second, you got so many songs. But here we go. Let's get into Wait a Minute, You Got Value. Oh, here's another necklace. I love this. This is an AI necklace I'm making. Sorry, guys.
Obsessed with red like thorns. That crypto left a few scorned. They late to the game like pawn. That crypto like hustle. I nipped a few in preschool. I flip and flex my muscle. I can't let go. He said you must hold, but wait, man, you got value. And my dream, you said you pulling strings. I can't feel a thing. My conditions elevated. I made it on my own. Now they sampled the two-tone. My bitch consistent like Nadia Stone. My bitch is different. Pop that Italy like Al Capone. Pop that yacht, that's on God. Vibes cartel. This a vibes cartel. This a vice cartel. I got vices, I got tails, but I never tell. Baby, why you love that?
jump into this chat. But here's some AI images for the in between. Now, like I said, give out my girl, like Nadia Stone, a little shout out, like it is my bitch consistent, like Nadia Stone, my like that song has a few bars in it. I even give a little shout out, like my bitch from Memphis, my gangsta boo, I count on you. That's my bodyguard, like Kevin Costner. But like Gangsta Boo, big shout out to Gangsta Boo. Like a lot of times when we talk about female rappers, I feel like influence wise of the South, Gangsta Boo and Magnolia Shorty are like some of the most slept on when it comes down to it. So you always hear me shout them out. But as you can hear, like in the song, it's like, wait, man, he said you must hoe. But wait a minute, you got value? So it's literally like one of those ones where it's like, how is this guy telling me that I have to do this with myself or tell my homegirl she has to do this with herself? But then he's going to say you got value at the same time, then he doesn't really value you at the end of the day. And I think that really comes down to um, right now, society and morality shifting, our decision making is shifting. When I was a kid, like there were certain things that we thought was okay in relationships, we thought was okay from like people putting us on and stuff like that. And none of that stuff is okay today, period. And it was never okay in the first place. So here's another really cool AI image. It's really cool. I like this like tattoo under the eye kind of butterfly thing that it has going. And of course, as you guys can see, it looks like me. So crazy.
You're beautiful, and I don't mean by European standards. I mean, baby, you got Indian status. You come from the East African palace. If I was the narrator, I would just stare at her. Couldn't focus on the punchline. She rapped for me on the front line. I called her back on a quarter moon. I called her back maybe too soon. I called her back, she called my back. Called her universal diegetic. They said our people naturally diabetic, so I eat good food. I'm not apologetic, but when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I got duality that scares the head out of me. Universal diegetic. They said our people naturally diabetic, so I eat good food. I'm not apologetic, but when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I got duality that scared the head out of me. Yeah. One day in the trenches with my kin. Remembering when I was dolo traveling the states. Remember when I was dolo.
Guys, I had to pull that back for a second. If you were here for the last workshop or you saw the replay of the last workshop, remember this. Rip said, I really want to hear a song with you just straight rap it. And this is not a jab at Rip. This is literally like I was saying to him, I'm like, well, guess what? Like my song Universal Diegetic is my actual like rapping straight through. And a lot of times, people they don't really know if it's me talking, rapping. They're like, I don't know, it's a style, it's a different thing. Um, my music is channeled music, so it comes out sounding a little different, right? But I want to pull this back because, like I said, you're beautiful, and I don't mean by European standards. I mean, do you got Indian status? You come from East African palace? Okay, bars.
You're beautiful, and I don't mean by European standards. I mean, baby, you got Indian status. You come from the East African palace. If I was the narrator, I would just stare at her. Couldn't focus on the punchline. She rapped for me on the front line. I called her back on a quarter moon. I called her back maybe too soon. I got her back, she called my back. Called her universal diegetic. They said our people naturally diabetic, so I eat good food. I'm not apologetic, but when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I got duality that scares the head out of me. Universal diegetic. They said our people naturally diabetic, so I eat good food. I'm not apologetic, but when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I got duality that scared the head out of me. Yeah. One day in the trenches with my kin. Remembering when I was dolo traveling the states. Remembering when I was dolo in outer space. Seeing the things of luxury, I expect the best for me. I found my forever person. I bounce it back and reversing. You different all for certain. You can never be a burden. You're your greatest version. You're beautiful, and I don't mean by European standards. I mean, baby, you got Indian status. You come from the East African palace. If I was the narrator, I would just stare at her. Couldn't focus on the punchline. She rapped for me on the front line. I called her back on a quarter noon. I called her back maybe too soon. I got her back. She called my back and called her no.
And like honestly, Universal Diegetic, I could stop it there because it is one of those ones where I'm rapping and like looping it. And like Universal Diegetic, they said our people naturally diabetic, so I eat good food. I'm not apologetic, but when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I got duality that scared the hell out of me. Mm. as hard. It was very, very cool when I came up with that one. And like universal diegetic, like diegetic noise. Okay, so the thing is diegetic means it's the sound all around us. And if we're in film, you could have like a narrator type of diegetic. You can have internal diegetic. There are so many different things. You have a natural hybrid type of diegetic where you're seeing, like, say, for the show Supernatural, what they'll do is they'll have the theme song playing, and then all of a sudden you'll see that like someone will turn down the radio, and what seemed like a sound that was only for us actually just broke the fourth wall once the character turned down the radio. So diegetic sound is what surrounds us. So universal diegetic, you know, this is a sound that everybody around the world is going to resonate with. That's what that song is really about. Okay, let's move it in alone. Okay, you versus your inner artist. This is some art that I did for my birthday, which I was so, so happy with. Give me a second, guys. I love my water bottle. Shout outs to the best person in the entire world that gave this to me. Hold on. Look how cool this is. Somebody loves me. Loves me. I love you. All right. So you versus your inner artist. So, okay. And this, like, you're gonna see a very common theme. Like the first song I was talking about, that ability to say no, where you're a girl's girl, like you're repping for your girl. There in that particular song, Nadia was rapping about her. I can say this because I don't care. Like, run it up, run it up. But she was, and she's very open about this. She was in a very abusive management relationship situation. And the thing was, that person had come to me because they thought I was more of their friend than hers. And they gave me an entire breakdown of all of the terrible things that they planned to do to her. And I just sat there and listened for 4 hours and listened to this person ramble on and say terrible, terrible things. And, then afterwards said to them, like, you know what? You forget, at the end of the day, I'm a girl's girl. I'm a rep that girl. You can't tell me you're going to blackball a black woman and I'm gonna just sit idly by. So after that, we worked together for a little bit and we really like put her career back in the place where it is. Now she's independently doing so much for herself. And I've seen a lot of situations with toxic managers around her and other Toronto artists, and these people become obsessed with these artists where they'll like we had to like correct her YouTube where someone went into the captions of each of the songs and then they put terrible bad words into the captions of the song. Like, to do things that petty, to remove someone's music, to be that petty, it is unnecessary. And like I said, anyone can run it up, because may not care, may not care. What I do care about though is you ain't going to tell me you're going to do something to, another black woman and then think that I'm gonna be okay with that, right? But the same way that I say in the next song, Universal Diegetic, that came after Way That You Got Value, I say, I'm not apologetic, but when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I got duality that scared the hell out of me, right? And then towards the end of the song, which you guys didn't hear, is because it's so close to the end of the song, I said, I got some gangsters on the inside that made me nervous. I got some gangsters on the inside that make me nervous, right? And it's like gangsters on the inside, like of the crib, wherever we are, and gangsters on the inside of me, right? And that is just like, sometimes I might be wrong, sometimes, I could be wrong, but I'm not apologetic and I don't feel any shame in this world. Not a single person can ever tie me to shame, ever, ever. No one can ever do that. Vibrationally, it just doesn't work for me. I don't feel shame when it comes to certain things because I will never do something I'd be ashamed of, you know? It's just what it is. And the thing is, though, when you're wrong, right? And so, like I said, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong, you know, and I own up to that. That's not being apologetic or anything like that, but I'll own my shit, you know. But vibrationally, I'm not like that. I'm not on that page. So when we are facing an artist, what I want you to see throughout these songs and what I want you to see throughout these messages of these songs, those two in particular, is it's you versus you. It is you versus you. Okay. That artist is coming out of you. And it's about like really battling that and overcoming that, you know, so you can really reach the other side of your artistry, reach the other side of your mastery, listen to music that is your own, that inspires you. You know, that's the level that you're going to get at. You will be inspiring to yourself. I actually wanted to take that back for a second. Here we go. Hold on. Sorry about that. Let's take it back for a second. Like I said, just a little review. Middle is where literally, like I said, stuck between two worlds, stuck between two worlds. So I want you guys to listen to this. This is one song I'm actually going to play all the way through. I'm going to play it all the way through because it's my absolute favorite that I've recorded in a long time. Everybody, you know what's funny is when it comes down to music, one artists will always have their own favorites that's going to be so drastically different than the fans. I might have a least favorite song, and that might be the one that everyone loves. But this one and my song Because of You, these two pair well together.
Only raise your voice to sing, that's the thing. Stuck in the middle. I got been a bridge, I'll be your sage, I share. Just ask me if you wanna be together for eternity, 'cause I don't wanna be. Don't feel too polite. This precise moment in life, I don't feel too polite. On my mind, that's the moment in life, don't feel too polite. Only raise your voice to sing, that's the thing.
Okay, middle. That's the final song on the project. And like I always leave the best song for last. So imagine I made 9 songs. Each, you know, like each project I did the same thing, you know, save the best for last. And then out of all this is the best song out of what I recorded. So I used a cover for Qualia that came out on my birthday this past Saturday, just a few days ago. And let's go over the middle a little bit. Like it's like one of those things where like you would think that the song is really this hardcore love song, and I'm not going to take that away from you if it is, but this particular song is being stuck in the middle of realms. um any dream walkers out there might know what I mean. Anyone that's ever had sleep paralysis knows what I mean, just that feeling of being stuck. And I'm like, I don't want to be stuck. I want to live in eternity with you, you know? And that could be with yourself or with a loved one, right? Um, so and what I was also going to say too about universal diegetic, where last week, like what Rip was saying about like how he wishes he could hear me rap and stuff like that. And Rip, I know you're gonna hear this and you'll be like, why me? Me? But it's not you. It's not you, baby. It is what happens, and I wrote this before too. One second. I'm just dehydrated today and also have a very cool water bottle. I have a very nice water bottle, so I'm just drinking my water, staying hydrated. But what happens when you've made more than 280 something songs? I think I have like 286 songs out now. It could be, yeah, because I have 277. So drop nine, 200, and yeah, whatever. Um, what happens is, you know, it will be no one has had the ability except for maybe Vanessa and my man, maybe, but and maybe some amazing gems out there. No one can listen to everything, especially like if a person is trying to leave a critique, because the difference is like, most of these people listening, they're not listening because they're your like, they're your fans. These are your soundboard. These are your people that are like helping you build your craft too, right? And that's what I would consider somebody like that, right? Then you have your other people that are like, I'm literally writing a song about this. I call them cryptic crying critics, and they ain't saying shit. But then you have these people that really empower you with your advice, and music, it is such a unique way, to learn how to differentiate what is for you and what is something good to keep. That advice is very sound advice, or not even advice. I wouldn't even say it's advice. It was more so like a wish. And thing is I was able to then say like, okay, well, actually I have this 1-2 song here, this 1-2 song here. If you listen to this, then yeah, like there. When you make 2 or 3 songs, people will give you advice like, hey, this is how your flow should sound, this is how it should sound. When you've made 286, should people tell you? Your soundboard, yes. Um, but I fall into the whole thing where it's like, a lot of times I have someone say, "Oh, you should do this on a song." Even like my dearest friends, and I love when people give me this kind of feedback. I need it. I'm in a feedback loop. I need it. And I've had friends that be like, "Oh, well, how you float on this song in this part? I wish you floated on the entire song like that." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I channeled this song, so I like your advice, but your advice, that's this song right here." That's this song from over here. I didn't do it for this song, but I did for another song. So if you prefer a particular style, I got 286 to pick through. I've done so many different styles, you know. So it's a very interesting conundrum to receive advice of, and it's things that you've already done before. I get that a lot in my life. A lot of like, people are like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And it's like, we're already doing it. Okay, so moving along. So this is Qualia, and Kasara Khan Hafa came out March 10th on the new moon. We listened to that. That one, it was more about ancestral roots. Qualia was more so focused towards like it held Tundra Heart, which was the song about genocide. Then we have the song Hydrate, which was about rejuvenation. And then in the middle, we had bad actors. So you ain't bad, they ain't baddie, they's bad actors. Okay. And that's going against societal norms expected on us as women. And okay, so moving along, um, okay, I'm really glad like this workshop worked out the way that it did. This is the final. Um, Let me make sure, yeah, that I'm covering everything. But next month with harmony workshops. Okay. So we're coming to the end, March. Oh my gosh, my birthday just passed. And I'm really just happy to be doing these 3 months of workshops. Okay. You guys see like there's a little bit of theme of three over here, right? So next month with Harmony Workshops, we got Tuesdays, immerse yourself in album cover designs and graphic optimization. Wednesdays, craft compelling social media copy that resonates authentically. Thursdays, uncover cosmic insights with astrology in your creative realm. Okay, so let's go over here. Okay, so the next last work, and it's the last workshop for March, is the AI prompting. So that's on Wednesdays. So I'll see you guys then. I do have a few people that said that they're going to be coming out, and I have a few people bought tickets for that. So that would be very grand and great to do. And then we have album cover designs and graphic optimization on Tuesdays. So, dear Gem, graphic designers and artists, music enthusiasts, and playlist curators, let's create art campaigns unique to each body of work and learn tools that make your creative process move more smoothly. So, that will be on every Tuesday of April, which is going to be super duper exciting. We're going to be doing album covers, and like I'm going to just show you guys like the album covers that I've done over the years and all the album covers that I've worked on. And we're going to go over the process of that, and maybe we could spark a little inspiration for you as well. Okay, and then we have harmony workshops, social media copywriting on April Wednesday. So, copywriters and brand managers, let's create copy that will give your brand its most authentic voice and gain tools to optimize your content. So, this in particular workshop that we're going to do, I want people that need all the copywriting for all their stuff. We're going to create a 30-day plan and it will help you so like you don't have to fork out so much money to these like copywriters every single month, you guys, or social media guys every single month, or not even fork out money to them, overwork them when you can use particular tools, right? Okay. And then astrology in your creative realm. So every April Thursday, we're going to be covering astrology. And for this, you must have your birth time, birthplace, and accurate date available. So we could go into your birth chart and we're going to be going over the different aspects of like what makes a person creative in their chart, what can they access in their chart to help them be more creative as well. And that is pretty much it for the April workshops. Okay. So, like I said, it's going to be really interesting to do the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday instead of Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But we're going to be switching it up even for May. So, anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for watching and coming out. We'll make a little tweaks here, a few edits here or there, but thank you so much for everybody for coming out and participating and being a part of songwriting and beat making harmony workshops. Okay. And I want to make sure that I want to make sure that I cover everything before I sign off. Okay. Oh, yes. So this week also we will be having the workbook come out for covering this month, what happened all in this month, and then what it will support you for upcoming month of April. So it's going to have a lot of different things in it that is going to help you with the astrology. It's going to help you with the social media, copyright, and everything like that as well. Okay. Okay, good stuff. So make sure you guys get yourselves ready for that. Anyways, Shimigwich, thank you so much for coming out, and we will see you on Wednesday. Here we go. Yes.